Yeah.
Hello YouTube. Let's check out a bunch of new mini GTs and Tarmac works. Got a Kyosho, a time model. Let's go ahead and start cracking these open. Take a closer look. I don't know if I showed this one yet or not. I can't remember, and I didn't check back on my older videos. But for some reason, I don't think I showed these two GTRs. So the first one is a Bishop exclusive. They don't have the cellophane around them, so I might have. But why not take a look at them again, even if I did? Because they were sitting on my pile of cars to be shown. Looks really awesome. The detail on these is absolutely insane. I'm a real sucker for these mini GTRs, even though they made a million of them. They probably have made like a couple thousand different variations. Of course, I'm just kidding, but they have made a ton of variations of it. Get amazing detail though, all the way around the car. Awesome carbon fiber. Let me know if you guys like the turntable. If you do, I'll continue to use it. Just my fat fingers won't be in the way. I know Mini GT came out on their website and said that there was a company made a copy of one of their cars. I think it's blue or green or something. I would actually like to find one, but it's a knockoff of Mini GT, and they said it doesn't have the hologram. So that's how you know if you're getting a real Mini GT or not, is if it has that hologram on the back. But supposedly there is a variation out there that Mini GT didn't do. It looks like it almost came from the factory that makes Mini GTs, and it's carded and everything. And I haven't been able to find one on eBay. I don't know where else I would go to find one. Seeing how it's a knockoff, you would think it would sell for less than a Mini GT, which don't sell for much, but they're well worth it. Of course, you get this one in burgundy. These cars are screwed together with metal base, rubber tires. And the GTs, they always roll nice. I think they do have some that don't roll. Front grille looks amazing on this car. Love how they put the detail even on the fin. Underside of the fin will have graphics on it. Sometimes. All the graphics in the rear window. I mean, they really go all out. This was one of the first variations where it didn't get the black rims. All the other releases have black rims. They just now started releasing a couple that don't. I don't think they've ever released it with chrome rims. I think they've always been the color of the vehicle. Really nice detail on the rims though. Some brands will leave a bunch of flashing behind and just really ruins the look of the tire. These have no flashing. Amazing. Absolutely love Mini GT. Definitely one of my favorite brands to collect. Picked up this Honda Civic Type R. Most of this came from surplus goodies. The Porsche, the 3 Mini GTs, these 2 Mini GTs, the Ferrari and the Kyosho both came from a different seller on eBay, and the Time model came from a different seller, which this thing is nuts. And I know I didn't show this one yet, because it still has the cellophane on it. So shout out to Surplus Goodies on eBay. They don't sponsor me or nothing, but when you add stuff on your mobile app to your cart, it actually charges you $1 shipping per model, and it does it automatically. So not too many sellers on eBay do that. And it makes it real easy and convenient. You don't have to try and contact the person and get a combined shipping invoice. $1 a model. That's really reasonable. And I think this one he had on sale for like $2.99. So it was $3.99 shipped. And I did not have an example of this casting from Mini GT. And it does look amazing. The front emblem, lensed headlights, nice black paint. I'm pretty sure the fin's an extra piece and is plastic. It might be metal. I think it might be metal in part of the casting. We got the rear defogger, which you definitely need here in Ohio in the wintertime. Lens tail lights that are multicolored plastic. Nice exhaust tips. Awesome detail. And of course, their mirrors. Their mirrors are like a rubber, which I'm alright with. They hold their shape real well. And if you would ever drop it, it wouldn't break off or chip the paint on it. That's definitely plastic, so it's definitely an added on piece. Awesome looking little car though. I would like to get an example of every tooling Mini GT has done. I don't think it'd be too hard to do right now. I think they're under 100 releases. I think this 15 on the box means this was like their 15th release. That's what I'm assuming. This one has like 77 on the box. This one has 69 on the box. I'm assuming that's their release number. So if it's under 100 castings, make it pretty easy to complete. This is number 57, the Lamborghini. The black Lamborghini is number 58. Just like any brand, there probably would be some that'd be hard to come by. Say we look at the black Lamborghini. Now, they were supposed to release this in a US release that came on a blister pack, but the paint got messed up. So the ones they sent out, they asked for them back, and the ones they had, they never shipped because there was something wrong with the paint. But they must have still came out with the foreign version, because foreign version, they always release just in the box with cellophane on it, which makes it easier to ship. They can ship a lot more in a box. Other countries, they like to collect their die-casts loose or like to collect it in boxes because they like to store them in the box. The American market is the only market that has like carded collectors that are concerned about the card and keeping it carded and fresh and like the day it came from the store. So it doesn't matter to me because I like to crack mine open, take a closer look. I don't know how you could appreciate one of these little castings without doing that. And I am not disappointed in this Lamborghini at all. The wheels are amazing. They're deep dished. Lensed headlights with graphics. The LB performance on the fin. And amazing graphics. Yeah, I'm a real sucker for the Liberty Work body kits and all the die-cast cars that are done. They do have the rubber mirrors, just like all the other mini GTs. Has a license plate. Amazing detail in the back. If my camera would focus. It's funny, it's getting worse and better. Huh. Here you guys can sit there and watch this one. Wow. I open up this one. Of course, I had to get both variations of it. This just happens to be the one in the plastic too. They do have a US release of this one. Where they did release it on a blister. I think this was about the same price as if I would have bought it on a blister. I think they're selling for $23, but I think it should be one of their $10, $15 castings. I could be wrong. There was a seller on eBay where I pre-ordered these 3 months ago. No. What am I saying? Like 6, 7 months ago. I pre-ordered them like in August. I'm pretty sure it was August. And he ended up refunding my money because he couldn't get the black ones. And he refunded my money for both of them instead of sending me the blue one, which would have been on a blister. And the blue one, he charged me like $10.49 for, and the black one he charged me like $12.49 for. So it was a lot cheaper than anybody else, and he was he had good standings on eBay as a seller, and had thousands of items listed, so it was somebody you definitely trusted. But It was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that Mini GT had a recall on these Lamborghinis, but I'm glad that they did. If there was a paint flaw or something wrong with it, look how deep them side air intakes go. Really deep. But if there's something wrong with the casting, and it does roll perfectly, absolutely, very nicely. But if there's something wrong with the casting, I'd rather them have a recall than to release it like that. So it does look quite nice in blue. I'm actually quite surprised how good it looks in blue. Of course, I love the black variation more than this one, but I like the paint scheme on this one more. Just do an awesome job with their taillights. It's lensed and it looks great. Then even their headlights, they're lensed, but then they got decals on them. I really wish Auto World would put a little bit more effort into their lights. Even Hot Wheels and Matchbox for $1, when they put a headlight on, it's not just painted gray. It's actually a detailed LED looking headlight. And man, I wish Auto World would do that. Auto World's my favorite brand to collect, but that's a huge pet peeve of mine. Huge. So this one doesn't have the graphic on top of the wing like this one does. It's really plain looking. Of course, these are screwed together with metal bases and rubber tires. You do get a graphic on the side of the wing. Very small one. You get awesome race graphics everywhere else on these. I think the Lamborghini is my new favorite casting from Mini GT. I gotta pick up a Porsche and a Bentley yet. Have not got either one of them. Oh, since we were doing this pile over here to the right, let's go ahead and knock out this Kyosho. I'm not even sure what this is. I have no idea. Well, it's from the American race, or the American release. Still don't remember which one I picked up. Oh yeah, I do. I remember now. Here it comes. Corvette C6. This is based on a real race car. They had two variations. Number 63 and 64. It's the only difference I see is the number on the side. This is number 64. Love Kyosho. Build quality is pretty similar to a Mini GT. Sometimes they roll, sometimes they don't. See, this one rolls perfectly. Plastic base, riveted together. Sometimes they are screwed together. I would love to complete this whole set. This is a really awesome set by Kyosho. Love this Corvette. Absolutely love this Corvette. I actually got a really good deal on it at auction. So I'll let you guys go ahead and check out the detail on this one while I tear into this Lamborghini, since we're looking at the Lamborghinis, and we'll go ahead and compare it next to a Kyosho Lamborghini, or next to a mini GT Lamborghini. And this is a time model. I don't have that many time model castings. I might have one or two others. I know I have at least one other, if not two. The other time model I have is a Monster Energy GTR, a Nissan GTR, and it's in the Monster Energy's paint scheme like this one. They have this in quite a few different colors. I think burgundy's one of them, but I'm kind of a sucker for flat black and Monster Energy. Even though I don't drink energy drinks, I never have. I don't like them or care for them. I get awesome acrylic. These are really nice bases. I mean, it looks like a real plaque that they actually put effort into. It's a Liberty Walk. So, two different examples of the Liberty Walk. This is metal. I can already tell you the detail on this is amazing. And this was actually cheaper than the Mini GT black one. So you get the same rubber mirrors like Mini GT, but these rubber mirrors are different. They're thinner, I think. Yeah, they're thinner and they're mounted to a different location. So this is a Aventador LP700-4. Base looks like carbon fiber and like 2 scale with 1/64 carbon fiber. And this is a Lamborghini Aventador black. So they're both Aventadors. But the detail on this is nuts. So this has a over-mounted fin. The Mini GTs are mounted in the back. So the fins are different. Almost felt like these were the same casting. Just they're releasing like a more premium. But you definitely get more detail with the rims. The engine's detailed. Or with the Mini GT it isn't. The actual casting, besides having a different fin, different hood, different ground effects, there's a lot of differences. I actually prefer the Monster Energy one. It was $5 cheaper than the other one. They both look amazing. Really happy to add this to my Monster Energy collection though. There's a Monster Energy NASCAR in 1/64 that's actually pretty hard to find. You look it up on eBay, you'd be lucky you find a couple of them, but I definitely would love to pick it up. I forget the driver who drove it. And let's check out a Ferrari now. LP 4888 GTB. Or 488. I think I said 3 8s there. It says CM model, which CM is a lot like a Tarmac or Time model. They're all pretty similar. You get highly detailed bases with like plaques on it. This has a carbon fiber look to the base. I mean, the bases and acrylics definitely seem like they're made in the same place. Does not have the rubber mirrors though, so the casting is definitely different. And this is highly detailed on the interior. Awesome engine bay. Even has a emblem, tubes, highly detailed race seats, detailed dash. Fins off the front. This could be extremely fragile if dropped. So you definitely want to be extremely careful with this model. These models, I like to display them in the acrylics they come in. Alright, front wheels do not roll. Back wheels roll. Yeah, front wheels don't roll at all. But that's alright, because I'm going to display it, not roll it around and play with it. But I forgot to show you on this one the detail of the calipers behind it, the rim. My camera could focus. These are just really hard to see on camera. But so much more detail on these wheels and tires and calipers than the Mini GT. I mean, it actually looks like a real caliper and a real rim. Just amazing. Had to get an example of this Ferrari casting though. It is metal and screwed together. Plastic base. I have to really want one of these castings to actually go after it and pick it up. I mean, they're pretty pricey. I mean, not too pricey. About the same as the Lamborghinis or this, but has to be something I really want. The mirrors are actually like mirrored on the back side. That's awesome. And the last one, well, might as well watch the Ferrari go round and round while I open up the last one, which is a Tarmac Works raw welt. $911, which I know when I talked to you guys last time and showed you one of these, I said I wasn't going to go after any more of them. I was happy with the ones I had. Limited edition to 6280. But then they released it in this. Just looks amazing in 1/64th. And it was cheap. It was, compared to the other releases, this was half the price. And I think it was half the price probably because they made twice as many of them. So they could lower the price because they upped the production. But I don't mind. Does not roll. So static display, just like the Ferrari, which are the only two static displays we had today. Everything else rolled. It looks amazing in the Jägermeister paint scheme, which is a paint scheme I probably could collect. I do like it in orange. And I don't think there's been a whole lot of releases of the Jägermeister, but I think it can go for quite a bit. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that Kyosho has a Porsche in the Jägermeister paint scheme, and I'm pretty sure it goes for quite a bit. So that's all I got to show you today. Let me know which one was your favorite model. I know it'd be really hard to make. I can't decide. I mean, I love this Corvette. I've wanted this Corvette for a long time, like 2-3 years. Just 2-3 years ago, it was selling for $30-35, and it still is. But I just happened to pick that one up at auction. I think it was like $12.99 shipped. So the price was right. Sometimes you just gotta be patient and wait for it. But I do love these Tarmac Works Porsches. The detail and the graphics on these is just insane. It does have a metal base screwed together. No, it's a plastic base, but it is screwed together. Rubber tires, of course. Nope. Please make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know which was your favorite casting. Let me know what you guys like to collect. Have a good one.